And just like that, the third episode of the recording session has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Or should I say, Miles Edgeworth Investigations? Sure. Anyway, without further ado, we last left off, we were examining stuff, so let's go ahead. I believe that, no, this is all the same hitbox. And what's up here? The main hall of Hazakura Temple is above it. The main hall of Hazakura Temple is above us here. Hey, you're right! But I'm pretty sure the main hall didn't have a second floor. Hazakura Temple is built on a steep part of the mountain. The front and back of the main hall are on different levels. Oh, that makes sense! But wouldn't it be easier just to build the place slanted, sir? I fail to see how he could consider that to be even remotely good idea. I was just like, come shoot, what the heck, man? Let's go ahead and talk. The victim. The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise Donim. Her entire past up until she won that writing award last year is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock p.m. on February 7th. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. You see, I've had this like really weird, crazy theory for like the longest time, and it's just like, I'm gonna say it, I was sort of like, I was thinking like, what if actually Elise Donim was actually Dahlia Hawthorne's sister? Like, what was her name? I just randomly forgot her name for a second. You know, the quote-unquote murder victim of the previous case. What if that was actually her? I'm just saying, cause like I'm just seeing all these parallels. She just got stabbed in the back, but it's like, it's quite interesting, really. I mean, you might say, oh, well, she was dead, so blah blah. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there, okay? Godot was dead too, but you know he's alive somehow, so anything is possible. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Haha, this is terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes? The victim's body was covered with bruises. The bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a 2-story building. You mean like up there? Interesting. And, a 2-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. That just happens to be the room that Elise Donim was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword? I'll just report add to the court record. I don't think so. I think it would have been more practical to push her out and then stab her because that thing is freaking huge and it's attached to the statue, so what happened? Now then, detective, let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister McKinney, the head nun, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple right after dinner was finished. At 10 o'clock p.m., after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall. The inner temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place. Tomorrow's trial. The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? Does Edgeworth like suffer the same like short-term memory loss that Phoenix does or something? Come on, I'm pretty sure it's that Godak guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. Oh. Is it gonna be Lady Von Karma? Lady Von karma! What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe what I'm thinking is that we probably won't face him until after we start playing as Phoenix again. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense lawyer. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face even after such a long absence. That's why I requested another judge preside over the case. Did Edward say that, or I think Edward? We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? It's gonna be the blonde judge, the main judge's brother. Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Worthy karma! Wow, Mr. Edgeworth! I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull! Yeah, I knew that it wasn't going to be Godot though, or at least for the moment anyway, because they usually like switching up the prosecutors for the final case for one reason or other. Inner Temple. What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of the bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing? The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. So the only thing there is the inner temple. I hear it's not that kind of place, not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be all right, Maya. Oh, well, we already presented everything, unless we got anything new. Did we get anything new? Elise's autopsy report and the Shichishito. Alright, we'll start with this first. The apparent murder weapon had the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints on it. This sword represents the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one. I've never heard that one. You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life would I have had if... What kind of life would I have had if I hadn't joined the homicide division? So you think about that kind of thing too, huh? Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger. I guess he doesn't have any plans to leave the force. Elise's autopsy report. Time, 10 to 11 p.m. Caused loss of blood from stab and back. Body fell 10 feet after death. Look, I'm just your everyday simple detective. Okay. Let's look at this again. 10 to 11 p.m. Loss of blood from stab and back. Body fell 10 feet after death. Interesting. Alright, let's go to move to the main hall. Let's see. Talk. Oh, before I begin, let me go back and let me just make sure that after presenting the Shichishito to Gumshoe that yeah, just make sure that I didn't unlock any new dialogue chains. It's always that one that you seem to be careless, that you carelessly miss, that makes the difference between things. It makes it impossible for you to move otherwise. Shichishito. Okay, nothing to say about this. Okay. Elise's autopsy report. Nope, nothing to say about this. We already examined everything, so I think it might be time to break someone's psych lock. But who? Should we break? Alright, let's go to the main gate. Let's try breaking Larry's first. February 8th, Hazakata Temple, main gate. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away! His heart was shut tight with a psych lock. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. Alright, nothing here. I'm just checking to make sure that I'm not, like, seeing, like, any changes in information. Nope, everything seems to be the same. Suspension bridge. Nope, nothing. I mean, we already talked about everything, so... Yeah, he has, like, a completely different set of dialogue here for some reason. Alright, all we can do is go to the detention center then. February 8th, detention center, visitor's room. It looks like Iris is being interrogated right now. This place certainly brings back memories. Oh yeah, come to think of it, you got thrown in here once too, didn't you, sir? But you know what? I've never been in jail a single time. I should think it's hard to land in jail when you're so harmless. Yes, well, if you're in jail, you don't have to pay for your own meals, you know. Oh my god. Don't get any funny ideas, detective. Too late, I already did. Too late, I already did. In any case, I guess I'll have to come back here later. Oh my god. They just really love making Gumshoe. I can kind of feel for him a little bit. I mean, considering that, you know, want to pursue a career in voice acting in Japan, I imagine, considering that you get paid peanuts for most of the roles, especially as a beginner, I'll probably be living off of a Gumshoe diet for a little bit. Assuming I can even get enough roles to even maintain a visa in the first place. Present! I don't know. We presented everything. We legitimately presented everything. We examined everything. We talked about everything. There has to be something else. Let's go to the courtyard. Is there another place that we can move to? No, we can only go from the main hall. We can't go to Wright and Company law offices, unfortunately. So the main gate. Nothing here. Alright, let's move to the suspension bridge. The only place that we can go from the suspension bridge is the main gate of the detention center. And the only place that we can go from the detention center is suspension bridge. Okay, so I was just making sure that I didn't like miss any like other places. So we have to do something with the whatchamacallit, I believe, with Bikini. But what exactly? Because we already presented everything. We already talked about everything. We already examined everything. What happens if I present the Magatama? That's one of the Fae Clan's very own Magatamas! That's a priceless treasure you've got there! Wow, I'm impressed, sir! You never fail to surprise me! Yes, you don't look it, but now I can see you're a real fan of the occult. Excuse me? Oh, of course this piece couldn't possibly be real, but to have such a nice replica. Clearly you are a big fan of the Kodain tradition. Wow, I'm impressed, sir! You never fail to surprise me! I should have known better than to show this thing around. Well, that was that. We got one new dialogue thing, but we're not gonna have, like, any new whatchamacallits, yeah. I figured I might as well present it, because I figured that she would have something to say about it. Since, you know, she's whatchamacallit. We already presented all of that. We literally presented everything to her. Is there another profile that we... We already presented all the profiles, too. Huh. I think I might actually be lost. I'm not going to lie. I think I'm lost. What am I missing? Let's go back to the courtyard. Examine. There has to be something. Anything from the trolley? What's this? What's this? It looks like a wizard staff. I knew I missed something! What's this? It looks like a wizard staff. That belonged to the victim, Ms. Elise Donim. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah, listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes? What? This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Alright. The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me? That's it! This staff is made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims! Victim staff added to the court record. Okay. This is just what the doctor ordered. I think. So long as it wasn't Dr. Hody. Ho ho! Yes! Victim staff carried by Elise Doni when she was alive has her fingerprints on it. Present. Oh! It's so I think I might have already told you about this, but the truth is, when I was a little kid... You wanted to become a wizard, right? Hey, that's amazing! How did you know that? I'm going straight into it. How'd you know that? So, what do you think? I'd make a really great one, don't you think? We just had this conversation a little while ago, Detective. I doubt that's going to have unlocked anything new here. But let's go back to Bikini. I feel like we've just unlocked a brand new thing. No. No. But even if this doesn't work with her, I think we should be able to move to somewhere else, huh? Perhaps? Main gate? No. Are you telling me that I missed something else, too? Detention Center. Nope. February 8th, Detention Center. Visitor's Room.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth.
I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind.
But I've already told you everything that I...
Iris, please remember, I'm on your side. You can tell me anything.
Yes, thank you.
Alrighty then. Ready for action. First and foremost, let's see, what were like the new things that we get? The weather data.
I'm sorry, I'm just a useless wench.
She just thought.
Is that the murder weapon?
I was about to say, how did you know? But I guess there's blood on it, so... Yes, it is. Have you ever seen it before?
Yes, Mystic Amy was holding it in the courtyard.
And apparently the head nun witnessed the whole sad affair. She saw you stabbing Miss Elise Donium with this very sword last night. Elise's autopsy report. Nope, nothing to say about this. Victim staff. No. Profiles. Let's see, new ones that we got were Bikini.
I'd like to ask you about
Sister Bikini, the head of Hazakura Temple.
She raised me as if she were my real mother.
As if she were your real mother?
I was left at Hazakura Temple when I was just a small child, and she's taken good care of me ever since.
Forgive me for sounding rude, but what about your family?
Oh, my sister's dead. I stabbed her in the back. I'm sorry, but I'd rather not talk about this.
Maya Fey.
Oh, this is the woman who was to undergo training last night. She seems like a very strong, reliable woman.
Whatever else anyone has to say about this Iris woman, I can't exactly say she's the best judge of character. Pearl Fey.
This is the trainee's younger sister, correct? She's cute as a button, and she seems to really love mashed potatoes and gravy.
Oh?
She even said she was going to have the leftovers for dinner the next night. And then she took the leftover potatoes and the whole pot of gravy with her to her room.
That's quite an appetite for such a little girl. I see she inherited Maya's appetite, even though they're not... I mean, they're related, but yeah. I missed the joke here. What? Oh, she seems like a very strong, reliable... Okay. Okay. And Talk, we probably... Oh, we actually have something new. Should we ask that, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, I don't want to start the awkward pause just yet, because it'd be a bit too early. Well, I guess we'll get the first scene out the way. Okay. I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise Donium with a sword. And one other thing. And we'll figure out what that other thing is.
In the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. Awkward pause. We'll see you in the next episode. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe Lady Von Karma will see you in the next episode. The return of the king, queen. No, only Gumshoe can call me sir. Goodbye.